Hello everybody, I'm Melissa and welcome back to Book Bar and welcome to my Are These January New Releases Worth It vlog. I realized I lost my original footage of filming this, so I had to refilm it, but I did read 5 books. At one point I thought I was only going to be able to read 3, but I ended up reading 5. So I read Last Call at the Local, Loving Romeo, Some Things Never Change, Twilight of Embers, and Don't Want You Like a Best Friend. And I had a wide range of thoughts and feelings about all of these. So stick around and see my thoughts on all of them. And I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, good afternoon. I am here to talk about Last Call at the Local by, I can't think of who it's by. I'll have it right here. But first, I have a fun unboxing to do. I just got back from vacation where I was visiting a friend, and it was a great time. And I came home to some packages. The first one is my Scribble Prints Co. order for my planner. And let's see. I know, so this is like I think it's called Midnights. It's Taylor Swift kind of inspired. I had bought it thinking I would use it for when I go to the concert, but she also, Scribble Prints Co. Andrea just released like an actual like Eras Tour kit. So I'll probably use that one instead, but I love Taylor Swift, so it's like an anytime kit now. Then she also had her Pop Mystery, which this time was Pride and Prejudice. Why couldn't I think of that from the movie? And like, just look at how gorgeous that is. I'm not gonna take them out of the cellophane because it's just too much work. And then she has like an ACOTAR set called Curse Breaker. So I got this, of course. Look at my boy Ruiz. Love it. And then the tall box is Feyre, like just being a badass. I only wish there was my girl Nesta, but that's okay. Then I got like this one I will open. I got a mini kit grab bag. So like these might have like misprints or like, but usually they're not like that bad, or she just has like extras. So I believe this was like a mystery a couple years ago, back when I actually did get the mysteries still. This one is a Beetlejuice, so that's fun. Never really watched Beetlejuice, but it's still fun. Then this one is not one that I've ever seen before. I took like a break from planning for a while, but now I'm back. This one is called Believe, and it's like alien themed, which is fun. And then this one is called Let It Snow, and it's, a fun like wintry kit. That's great for wintertime, which I might need to use. So then I also got some foil bundles. I believe she had like a foil bundle grab bag. So like these have like bundles, and then this one I think is just like the bougie boxes to go on the bottom, which is fun. Then I will also open this one. This has journaling card, the freebie for, I think it's $100 plus. Like I spend a lot of money on this one. More like just extra freebies. New Year's countdown, which I need for my New Year's kit. And then add-ons for all of the, like, that's for New Year's. Add-ons for the Curse Breaker kit. I got the functional sampler, the doodles, the fashion extra boxes, because I just love that one. Plus the scene is like fantastic. Also with like the second sampler of extra boxes with Prithian. I might use this for the release of Crescent City 3 because I got the ultimate kit, so I should be able to stretch it among 2 weeks. So like whenever ACOTAR 7 comes out, I could also use it for that. And then this extra boxes, these extra boxes, and then just I got the add-ons for the Pop Mystery. I don't do as much for these because usually they're mini kits, so like I'm good with using a mini kit for a week. Sometimes I'll throw in like a Fashion People or something if I want, but for the most part. And then I got the 2 of the Taylor Swift little doodles, doodle people, whatever. This was the $75 plus freebie. It's like couples, very inclusive, all sorts of different skin tones, different hair colors, like an older couple, things like that. I really need to like de-stash things that I'm never going to use, but you know. And then I think this was just like a sampler of like possible like past colors of the week, or just, and then the brown haired girl. I have decided I am no longer a blonde. I always like used to think I was blonde, but I'm not. And then, oh yeah, I spent $150, so I got the $150 plus freebie, which is a whole foil bundle. So that was the first thing that I got. I spent way too much time doing that. Then I got my Covers with Cassidy Patreon bookmark with the book clubs are cursed, and a little note, and an extra sticker with a dragon and a book, which is super fun. Then the two fun ones, I got my Eternal Embers and Madison Fox. So these are different from like the normal subscription. So I do have the Eternal Embers paperback subscription, but this is different. So I did like pre-open the box just because, but it has like these fun stars, or hearts, I mean. Don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I'll put them in my craft pile. I'm sure I'll find something to do with them. Then this fun art print that Madison has, and then there's 4 books in here. I'm just gonna pull them out. They're all cellophaned, which is good because obviously protects them, but I can't look at them quite as easily. So the first one is The Bully by Sophie Lark, which I'm really excited to own. It looks so small. Then we have Lessons in Corruption by Gianna Darling. I think they all are signed or have like things inside. I'm not going to look because Baby and the Late Night Howlers, and then Drive Me Wild. And actually I will, because I know I will for sure keep The Bully. I'll probably end up keeping Lessons in Corruption too. The other two I haven't read, so I don't want to open them and then not love them. So, but this one I know I'm going to keep because I obviously want every edition of a Sophie Lark book I can get. Don't judge me by using my teeth. Also, don't judge me for wearing a beanie on inside. It's very, very cold here, and my hair is a disaster from traveling, so just made it easier than trying to, you know, actually do my hair. This is taking forever. All right, so we have The Bully, and if you see like the clock tower, if you know, you know, and then it's very like, you can't tell, but it is like shiny. And then the back says, anytime anyone looks at you or speaks to you, I'm jealous. I want all your minutes and all your words. I want all of you all of the time, with the tiger on the back. Again, if you know, you know. And it's like kind of raised and signed by Sophie, which is amazing. I will probably take this with me to a Polycon just to have it personalized. And then you have Kingmaker's Academy, and I have already read this, so I'm not like spoiling myself. Dean, that's gorgeous. Let's see if I can find a cat chapter. Ooh, I like, oh, this is really pretty. So, love this. Really excited about that. And then I have one other special edition box. This is the Dark and Quirky BookTube box. So, again, pre-opened the box just to make my life easier. It comes with all this stuff. So Eternal Embers, they're a monthly subscription, and I get theirs monthly. So far I've only gotten one. But I do get theirs monthly, and then Dark and Quirky is quarterly, and I will get the quarterly box for the next round of quarterly boxes. So for now, I don't have them, but there is this little like pamphlet about the authors, has like the booktubers that were featured, which is Jess from Peace Love Books, McKay from Oh Hey It's McKay, Tori from Novel Life, Sam from Sam Reads Little, and Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl. How it works if something is damaged, okay? Thank you for your support. Some stickers, I love that. Bookish friends are the best friends, owned by romance. like a book stack with different tropes or subgenres. I like my books full of triggers and treat your shelf, which is fun. And then there are some, like, these go into the books. I don't know what that one is. This is from Between Hello and Goodbye. I've read a couple of the books, so maybe once I look, I'll know. I think this is probably Hawk. This has probably Always Been You. Oh, and then there are some that are signed. Oh, that's fun. Well, that one must be this one must be from Real, but which I have read. Okay, now the fun part. Getting the books out and actually seeing how beautiful they are in person. So this box actually arrived the day before I left for vacation, but it got delivered to my, like, office at my apartment. Instead of, like, the mail room, like the office mail room, which is only open while I'm at work. So, and then I was going on vacation, like, super early in the morning the next morning, so I didn't get to get it. Sometimes it gets delivered to my mailbox, sometimes it doesn't. But here we go. Here's the stack. It is beautiful. So we have Always Been You by QB Tyler. I'd spend years obsessing over the man I thought I couldn't have, but as it turns out, he wants me to. This is a stepbrother romance. Then we have A Real by Kennedy Ryan, which I have read and love, so I probably will open this one. It says One Moment in the Spotlight. This is beautiful. This was Tori's pick. This was McKay's pick. Then we have Between Hello and Goodbye, which is absolutely one of, like, I'm obsessed with this book. So she's a city girl in Seattle who's a firefighter in a rainforest. I loved this book. I cried when I read it, and then I made my mom immediately read it. Then this was Sam from Sam Reads Little's pick. And then we have Hawk by Jessie Hall. Temptations become overwhelming as lines get crossed. This was Cheyenne's pick. I have not read this one. It is on my 24 books to read in 2024. And then we have Devil of Dublin. My grandfather had been right about everything, especially the boy. If only I'd listened. So those are stunning. Now, just because I am nosy, or not nosy, but I want to know. So I'm going to open up Real. And yeah, I guess I can start talking about this is a lot easier to open than the other one was. So that's good. So I'm almost done. So this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Oh, it, like, you see the holographic. There is a bookmark. The director's chair. Oh, this is absolutely stunning. The end papers, like, that's got, like, the clapper because they are working on a movie together. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh. And then this goes inside of it like that, and it's oh my gosh, I love it so much. Like, it'd be a dream to design books like this, like special editions. But oh my gosh, I just absolutely love this. So yeah, I'm super excited to finally have that box. But I'm going to talk to you about Last Call at the Local. I'm not sure who it's by again. I forget. I'll put it right here. I'm enjoying it so far. It's good. So follows Rain, who is short for Lorraine. She is having a rough day. And so she stops in at, like, a local pub, and she meets this guy, Jack. And she's kind of, like, talking to Jack, and, like, she likes the pub, but, like, she's like, there's some things that could be better about it. And she's kind of talking to Jack about it. And turns out Jack is actually one of the owners of the bar. And he needs to, like, revamp the bar. He has some trauma. I kind of understand. Like, I'm assuming he was beaten by his father. So he has some trauma from his past surrounding the bar. And his brother does as well. And so, like, they want to own the bar, but, like, they just can't figure out how they want to run it. And, like, without having it tied to their father. So she's going to he like offers her a job to like help be like an entertainment coordinator. And she reluctantly agrees because she has ADHD and she like has never really like had a steady job. She really loves being a busker and just like traveling around doing music things, but she actually got like attacked and got all of her stuff stolen. So she's not doing so hot right now. And was like gonna have to go home to her family in Boston who don't like know anything about her, don't really like understand her because they are successful medical professionals and they don't get why she wants to just be a traveling musician, and she's like happy doing it. So he offers her this job and she agrees to work there with him and his brother. And he so far I can't speak to the representation because I don't have ADHD. I also do not have OCD. And he has OCD with like intrusive thoughts. So like he like can't be around knives or scissors or things like that because he just starts thinking like he's gonna like, he starts thinking horrible things with them. So he's like very triggered by them. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm having a good time. But that is all I have for now. I am, like I said, I'm really enjoying it. So I'm excited to continue. And I am going to go and continue and unpack and find new homes for these beautiful books. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Hello. Good morning. I sound terrible. I feel terrible. But I did want to do a 50% check-in for Class Called The Local by Sarah G. Ruiz. And so far, Rain has kind of gone more into like her family troubles. She's talked to her sister, and so we've kind of seen some more of that. Jack and Rain have both talked about like their mental health issues and things like that, and like, you know, their neurodivergence, and really like bonded over that. And then it's just been, and then Rain's been making changes, and it's been a struggle for Jack because I think he has some trauma tied to the bar. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I'm still enjoying it. I don't know that I'm going to do a 75% check-in because I just feel so terrible and I don't want to keep talking. So yeah, but I'm having a good time. I'm sitting at like, it's probably going to be like a 4.5 star. We'll see how the rest of the book goes, but I'm going to go because I got to go to work, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello. I have finished Last Call at the Local. My 50% check-in was rough. I was feeling horrible that day. So I did finish this, and it's been a couple days because I was so sick. I literally could like not talk at all. It was rough. But I ended up giving this 4.5 stars. I had a great time with it. Rain and Jack were adorable. There were just like some minor things that I like wish I would change, or I wish would have happened. Like I felt like the ending happened so fast. Obviously like Rain was only supposed to be working there part-time, and then she was going to go back and travel some more, and Jack, because of his OCD and his intrusive thoughts, which it's not, so obviously I don't have OCD. I don't know if these are actually things that happen, but I do know. So when I was visiting my friend in Colorado in the beginning of the month, it was really cold and snowy, and we were talking one day. I was with her at her older daughter's gymnastics practice, and I was holding her baby, and we had to walk downstairs, and I was like, can I switch you? And you hold the baby and I hold the baby bag. And she's like, yeah, of course. And I was like, yeah. She was like, you scared to walk down the stairs? And I was like, I'd be able to do it at your house just because I know like the stairs aren't steep. Like I know I've walked up and down them plenty of times. I was like, but these stairs are kind of steep, and I can just imagine falling down them, or it's icy and snowy outside and just slipping on the ground. And she goes, oh my gosh, I have those thoughts all of the time. So not that I have OCD, but I have had, like, I do get intrusive thoughts. So I could totally understand where some of Jack's thoughts, obviously mine are not as bad as his were, but yeah, the ending I just felt like was really rushed, but I still had a really good time, and I'm excited to go back and read so this technically was like a series, and it's the 3rd book, and I was kind of looking, and I had a feeling the 2nd book follows Jack's brother and his wife, who you see in this book, but obviously it's a romance, so doesn't spoil anything. You don't know, I don't know much about how they met or anything like that. Like, you kind of get like a little bit of a backstory, but not really. Like, it's like very brief. So I'm excited to go back, but I had a great time with it, and it's definitely worth the read or listen. I listened to it on audio, and it was a great time. And yeah, that is all I have for now. My next book I will be reading is Loving Romeo by Laura Pavlov, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Hello, good afternoon. I am not feeling great still, but I am 25% of the way through Loving Romeo by Laura Pavlov, and it's rough. Talking is rough. I'm enjoying it. It's Romeo and Demi, and Romeo is Lincoln from On the Shore, her Cottonwood Cove series. It's his brother that he found out about partway through, like towards the end of the book. My mind is blanking, but yeah, it's his brother, and he grew up in a small town, of course, and he is the owner of a boxing gym that's next door to a new like coffee shop that is owned by the daughter of like the princess of the town, and he is really mean to her at first, like a little too mean, honestly. Like, he's gonna have to do some stuff to make up for what he did to her at the beginning, like how he treated her, but which he has done some. So he one day, like, he's kind of mean to her, and then one day he sees her like he sees a guy running, like ski mask, running out of her coffee shop, and he sees her like huddling in the corner, and he like helps her out with what happened. I'm not going to spoil what had happened, but she knew the person that broke in and didn't want the cops called or anything like that. So and then her family is like making it difficult, like trying to make it seem like it was him that did it, and she's like, he helped me, why would he call the cops on himself? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So but he is from like the wrong side of the tracks, so people don't like him. So yeah, that is all I have for now. I'm gonna go because I want to read and I don't feel great. I don't know that I'll update you all at 50%, just because it is hard to talk, and it's like really windy out, and so like I probably shouldn't be like going outside and inside. So yeah, I'm gonna go, and I will talk to you all when I have an update. Hello, I finished Loving Romeo, and I'm giving it 4.5 stars. And part of it is the problem with reading a lot of an author's backlist and like a lot of their series is you tend to compare them to each other. And this, when I compare it to like After the Storm, is just not as good. So I had to bump it down to 4.5 stars. It was still a very good book. I really enjoyed it. It's a great start to a new series. I'm super excited for all of the like members of the found family, like best friend group, to get their own books and to read them. So yeah, basically Romeo's from like the wrong side of the tracks, and Demi's the good girl, like princess of the town, and you learn something that had happened in the past and why Romeo hates and why he treated Demi the way he did at the beginning, because of something that her dad did years and years before, and when Romeo was in high school, and it's affected him like his whole life. And so now, like, and now that this like has come to light, her family is appalled by what had happened, and it kind of ruins everyone's relationship with her dad, which her dad was scum, so it's fine. And yeah, it was just a good time. We see Romeo in his boxing match, and yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm excited for what else is to come in the Magnolia Fall series. But yeah, that is all I have for now. Sorry I only did 2 updates. I was clearly very sick when I filmed the earlier check-in. I completely forgot to film one till a couple days later, and when I started feeling better. But now that I am feeling better, I'm gonna be coming at you with my update. But I was really ill, and yeah, so I will talk to you all in the next one. Hello, good evening. I am 25% of the way through Some Things Never Change by C. Yang. This is a contemporary romance childhood best friends to lovers, roommates situation. I got an arc of it. It sounded really good. It's 2 Asian characters. The author is of Asian descent, and it's good so far. I'm enjoying it. It's cute. I will say, I believe it's a complete debut, which, hey, I had some major successes with debuts last year. But there's been some stuff that has kind of bothered me. So the heroine, Julie, is going to live with her best friend, Andy, who they grew up next door to each other. They've always been best friends. And Julie was struggling where she was living before and she decided to move back to, like, near their hometown. And Andy's like, well, I have an extra room. Come live with me. And she got, like, irrationally angry about him, like, not telling her something about his ex-girlfriend. And it's like, it was like weirdly, like, it was weird how angry she got about it. And I just, like, I don't know, I struggled with that, but I'm having a good time with it. It's cute. Childhood friends to lovers I prefer over friends to lovers, so I'm having a good time with it. I'm excited to continue. I've heard that it does, it is really good, like other arc readers, so I got an arc of it, and other arc readers have been loving it, so I'm excited to continue. But yeah, I'm gonna go because I do want to continue, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello. I am 50% of the way through Some Things Never Change by CA, and I'm enjoying it, but I'm a little confused. So basically, Andy and Julie are living together. They're having a great time. They're doing all sorts of things together. They're best friends. They spend all their time together. And Julie goes on a date with this guy, Eric, who a coworker of hers, it's a coworker of hers husband's friend. And so she goes on this date, and you're pretty sure that Andy is, like, into her. But he gets back and he's, like, telling her this story about how he's in love with this girl that he's been in love with since college. And it's like, why doesn't he just tell her, like, that it's her? Because it's got to be her, because there's no way. I mean, it's a romance. It has to be her. And, like, the things he said, like, you can tell. So, I don't know, like, why he would lie the way he did. It just, I don't know. I'm intrigued. We'll see how it continues. I'm having a good time with it. It's an easy read. I'm just confused. So I'm gonna go so I can continue, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello. I am 75% of the way through Some Things Never Change, and they both finally admitted their feelings for each other. Andy and Julie did, which is fantastic. And they are, now things are happening. I will say, I'm a little, like, I feel like a lot of it is very, like, jumpy. Like, there's not really, like, some of the scenes don't flow together. Like, some do really well. And then it feels like we're, like, jumping into, like, a full new different, like, time, and it's just kind of interesting. But I'm having a good time with it. I am really enjoying it. I'm thinking it'll probably be like a 3.5, 4 star, solid read. I'm enjoying it. We'll see how the end goes. I do know there is no third act conflict, or third act breakup. Obviously there has to be some sort of conflict, but there's no breakup, which is nice. So, yeah, I'm excited to continue. I'm just, like, kind of doing my hair because I do need to film a little bit today, because I have not filmed in a while because I've been so sick, and talking has just been a struggle. So I am going to do that, and I need my hair to not be poofy. So that's all I'm really doing, is just, like, flattening it out a little bit. I'm not fully invested in making it look nice, but yeah. So I'm gonna go because I want to finish this book. I'm having a great time with it. It comes out tomorrow. Obviously, it'll already have been out by the time this vlog goes out, but I do want to get it done before release day, just so I can put my review out there. And yeah, I'm having a good time with it. I'm excited to continue. It'll be interesting when the families find out, because I think they both know, like they both have always known that the two of them were going to be together. It was just a matter of like time for them to finally like figure their crap out. So yeah, I'm going to go, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello. Good morning. I am in the Target parking lot. I went to Target and got some stuff. I needed some essentials. I also got a few books because I walked by and I just couldn't ignore these two. The first one was Sanctuary of the Shadow. It's got the sprayed edges. That was really the only reason. We'll see how I feel about it. It's a Red Tower book, so that's why it's a first run. We'll see if I like it. It sounded good, so look at that. And then I love E40 and Snoop Dogg. Like, they are two of my favorite rappers of all time. They don't make music like this anymore. Like, I just love E40 and Snoop Dogg. And they had a cookbook together called Good with a Spoon. And so, by Snoop Dogg and Earl E40 Stevens. So I had to get it. I had to. I do enjoy, like, I collect cookbooks too. Like, I have quite a few of, like, from my favorite cookbook authors and things. So I'm excited to have that one. But I did finish Some Things Never Changed last night, and I'm giving it 4 stars. It was cute. I was giddy at points. Like, it really just had me, like, kicking my feet and screaming. But I felt like the last, like, 25% was when they finally, like, hooked up and, like, had sex for the first time. And then it was like, that's all they did was have sex for the rest of the book. So, I mean, or, like, hint at, like, having sex, which, like, that's fine. I mean, I get it. You want to have a spicy book, but it didn't need to. I felt like it was a little unnecessary, and it was just very much a debut. But I did give it 4 stars. I had a good time. I would read more. I enjoyed it. And yeah, I don't know that I'll get another book in for this vlog, which is kind of sad because I've been trying to do 5 new releases, but I'm also giving myself grace of, like, I was sick. I went on vacation. And there wasn't as many new releases that I was really excited about. There was a couple I was really excited about, but they're part of a certain publisher that I'm not promoting because of their lack of speaking out on a employee who has been racist, which goes against their policies. So yeah, so I'm not gonna read those right now anyways because I can't talk about them, so there's no point in reading them. So yeah, that is all I have for now. I will come back and, like, close out the vlog when I decide if I pick anything else up. We'll see how the next couple days go. Obviously, House of Flame and Shadow does come out on Tuesday, and pretty much I will be dropping everything I'm reading to start reading that. I will obviously be only reading it physically. I do have the audiobook on pre-order, and I'm not going to get the ebook just because, I don't know, I'm going to read it. I probably will just read it physically, so we'll see. But I'm going to go because I need to get home. I bought some milk, so I got to get that home so I can put it in the fridge, because milk, every 30 minutes that it's out of the fridge, it loses a day of shelf life. So yeah, it's already been like 10. By the time I get home, it'll be like 20. So it will be pretty much right at, like, the 30 minutes of, like, losing a day of shelf life. So yeah, I'm going to go, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. I actually did find another book to read that came out this month, and so I started and got to about 25% of Don't Want You Like a Best Friend by Emma Alban, and I'm kind of bored. So it follows Beth and Gwen, and Gwen is in her, like, 4th season, and it's Beth's 1st season, and neither of them want to get married. Gwen, I think, it hasn't been explicitly said, but I think she's just not interested in men. And Beth, because she saw, like, the marriage that her parents had, and she doesn't want anything to do with that. So they meet on, like, at the first ball, and they realize that their parents have some sort of history. Gwen's mom is no longer in the picture, and I think she may have passed away. And Beth's dad has passed away. And Beth knows she needs to get married this year because they have nowhere to live after this. And so Gwen and Beth decide to concoct a plan to get their parents together, which would solve all of their problems. So we'll see what happens as I continue to go through it. I'm kind of bored, like I said, so I don't know. I will continue, and I will update you all when I get to 50%. Hello, good evening. I am 50% of the way through Don't Want You Like a Best Friend, and I'm enjoying it a little bit more now. It's still, I don't know, it's cute so far. It's more like, I feel like there's a little bit more focus on Beth and Gwen's relationship, and, you know, the whole it being taboo because they're both women, and it's interesting. I don't know. We'll see. I think Gwen's dad knows that Gwen likes women, and yeah, I don't know. We will see how I continue to feel about it, but I'm gonna go because I am exhausted and I want to go to bed, and so I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, I got to 75% of Don't Want You Like a Best Friend by Emma R. Alban. I'll post it right here. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I'm kind of bored, which is not how I want to feel. But I'm also, like, enjoying it at the same time because I'm, like, so, obviously, they're both out in society trying to find husbands, and Beth has been courted most of the season by this one guy, and now she is actually engaged. But a term of the engagement was that her and her mom had to cut off all contact with Gwen and her father, and it's been very rough on both Gwen and Beth, and also Beth's mom. So I don't know, I'm also very invested in their relationship, so we'll see how this all ends up, and I will talk to you all when I get to 100%. Hello, I have finished Don't Want You Like a Best Friend by Emma Alban, and I am giving it 3 stars. It's just, I don't know, like, it was kind of boring for most of it. Like, I would say, like, my enjoyment of it wasn't that high, but it was decent. Like, it's not a bad book, and I definitely, like, if you're looking for a sapphic historical, it's a decent one. Like, is it my favorite? No, but it's a decent one, so definitely worth a check out if you want to try it out. But yeah, and it also sets up the next book really well, which has me really excited because I have a feeling that, like, we have an HFN basically, and I feel like the second book is going to set up the HEA. So it does follow a different couple, but if you read it, you'll understand. So yeah, that is all I have for now. I do have one more book that I read for this vlog, so you will see that, and then that's it. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, good evening. I got to 50% of Twilight of Embers. I didn't do a 25% check-in because it's a fairly short book. So this is a Why Choose Dragon Shifter romance, and it's good so far. I'm really enjoying it. Mostly I'm just loving the audiobook because it has 4 of my favorite male narrators, or 5 of my favorite male narrators. Jordan, top tier. Teddy Hamilton, Jason Clark, Jacob Morgan, and why can't I think? Oh, Connor Grace. All that's really missing is Jacoby DM and Sebastian York and Shane East. Like, that it would just be perfect. But I'm having a really good time with it. So this follows Hayden, who, when she is young, her parents are murdered, and she escapes from whoever was trying to capture her. And now it's years later, and she is in college, and she goes to a new college, or a new school. And there, on the first day, she meets Knox, who is a total golden retriever football player type guy, just wants to be, like, best friends, and of course he instantly knows that she is his mate, and he has his dragon horde, which is Knox, Hale, Killian, Easton, and Maddox. Basically it has like all of the tropes because Maddox is a teacher at the school, so student teacher. Killian is like the billionaire rich guy who owns clubs and bars and all of the things. Easton is the broken boy. Killian is kind of a psychopath, or Hale is kind of the psychopath, like crazy one. And Knox, like I said, is just like the golden retriever, and it's good so far. I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, we'll see what happens as I continue to listen to it. And I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, everyone. I am here to close out the vlog and to do my final thoughts on Twilight of Embers by Tessa Hale. I ended up giving this book a solid 4 stars. The audiobook was fantastic. I absolutely adored it. And like just the 5 male narrators were absolute perfection. And I'm excited. And that cliffhanger, holy moly, like I need more. So yeah, I can't wait till April when the next book comes out, which is weird. I'm usually like not a why choose person, but I am a dragon person and I'm a Joe Arden person, so I had to at least attempt it, and it ended up working out in my favor. So yeah, I read 5 books for this vlog, and some Last Call at the Local and Loving Romeo are both 4.5 stars. Some Things Never Change was a solid 4-star. Don't Want You Like a Best Friend was a 3-star, and Twilight of Embers was a solid 4-star as well. So not really, no like 5 stars, but I read 4 books that I will wholeheartedly recommend, and we'll see how the second book turns out, if I still love it. But yeah, if I would recommend it. But yeah, so if you made it to the end of this video, leave me a dragon emoji, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff. It really helps me out. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye.